1, 2, 3. This is Banished, which is a city builder. And it's very difficult to get started. I'm starting out with 12, a population of 12. And when I say it's difficult, I mean the chances that they're going to fail is extremely high. This is probably the 4th game that I've started. I do admit that sometimes I fail because I fall asleep and I left the game running, and they all stop eating food. So I have a plan that I think is going to work. I think the reason why they failed is because I spread out too quickly. So what I'm going to try is to keep all the houses very close to each other, as close as possible. And the other strategy I'm going to use is that I'm going to stock up on food. So I've got some potatoes over here, but I'm going to really focus on just farming and forget about the expansion. What was I saying? See? Already forgot. So, that's reality. About to get real. Okay, so the farmer's going to start working on the food. We've got cattle and fish, and there's other food types like hunting that provides food all year round. And ideally, you want food being produced all year round. But you can't always get what you want. Try so hard to get it. Okay, so we're going to clear out some resources. Not a big deal. They do it, as you can see, they do it really quickly. We got to build a place for the animals. Want it to be as big as possible. And the reason why is because what will happen is that the animal population will grow. In fact, in my last game, the animal population was greater than the human population. So we're going to get these moo cows into this big ranch over here. And I'm going to work on splitting it. One of the good things about the ranch, again, is that they will produce food year-round. So I'm going to focus on houses in order to have a place for the population to grow. I'm going to focus on food, and I'm going to focus on storing food. And I'm going to see, with a little tiny town, it's going to be as big as you see on screen. I'm going to see if I can make it grow super huge in terms of storing food and things like that. And the rocks is what you need. You gotta get all those rocks. I'm just going to be very careful about how I do it. We got a farmer. I'm going to need a herd. In order to prioritize, you have to go into a different menu or something. Okay, so obviously the third option is to fish, which is going to be over here, so I am going to work on that. You know what? My builder dude got to come over here. He's got to do some builder work. Guess he's got more important stuff to do. I'm going to build a road coming through here. So you might want to ask, where's the builder going to come from? He's going to come from Home Depot, and he's going to come over here, and he's going to start hammering away. The question mark guy is the herd. What the hell's the builder? Handicap or something? Oh, he's doing the road. Yeah, good job. Because this isn't cleared out. It's not ready to be built yet. That's the problem. But at least I do have some food coming in. All of these large storage spaces are going to go away. I'm going to turn them into small spaces. I'm going to fit them in all the little gaps everywhere. It's going to be a super gapper. So I'm going to build a house over here because obviously these guys are not doing very well in terms of construction. They got to get moving. You know, they got to clear this crap out. So there's a way to prioritize. Let's see if I can figure out where it is. There it is. You just go like that and prioritize. You would think the builder would prioritize clearing out a property. So you can have to go. I'm sure he's going to build it real fast. We've already had one guy croak. Oh, no, maybe not. I believe they have to transport all the goods off the property before they can do the ranch building. Okay, this is going to be it. Time for the Dude Ranch. Yeah, you see they're dropping off materials, and then they're leaving. More than half done. It's almost done. You want to see it built faster? Be amazed. Look at how they're stacking everything. They're building a wall. So these storage spaces, you're going to say, why are they necessary? They just leave crap all over the place. But obviously, it allows them to stack everything. So it stores more on a storage space than in the open land, as far as I know. I really don't remember because I haven't played the game for a couple of years. Okay, 74% done. We're going to move all the cows in. One good thing about the cows is, other than the meat and the leather, you can get a mod where they can produce milk that can be used for cheese and for yogurt or some crap like that. Okay, so we got all the cattle going into here. If I put 2 herd dudes, then obviously they potentially could work a little bit faster. What I would like to do, you see it says 8 of 20. So potentially I could get up to 20 people, 20 moo cows in here. So I'm going to use them, and I'm going to split it, and I'm going to keep on growing my cattle population. Got a little bit of beans, not enough, but I bet you if I go over here in the inventory, you see he's got 300 beans. He's got some potatoes. So there is some progress on food. Okay, so we cleared out a lot of resources. I am going to keep these guys busy clearing out resources. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to make a plan, a food plan. Because the cows are not enough. The cows, they have to, they got to live their life just like everybody else, just like you and me. So we're going to go with the Fisher dudes. And I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to grow the road like this. And there's a very specific reason why. It will be because his house will be built right there. Okay, now I am going to focus on food production. Collecting rock, stone, which you got a good supply of. Going to focus on the food production and the stone. Keep the town small. Plant a variety of food. And then build up those stock farms. I am only going to have one fisherman. I'm going to have 0 fishermen per farm. I'm only going to have 2 fishermen per farm. So we have to kick it up to 3. And I'm going to have to get rid of this small farm. I'm going to have them working on the larger farm. So again, right now the goal is to get as much food in here as possible. Still got 8. It's going to be a while before it gets up to 20. But what happens is because you have a horrible memory and you have ADD, you're going to forget about it and you're going to come back later. And there's going to be an amazing quantity of cattle in your town. I would recommend waiting until you get up to 20 before you split it. Take advantage. There's no advantage to splitting right now. Okay, so we almost got a fisherman up. I'm going to pre-book them. Put in 2. All the houses, see all the houses are full. They got all smoke coming out of them. So we're going to have to work on this. We're going to have to give them places to live. Because I have farms over here and the fishery, I am going to build a house over here so that some of them can live there. I'm also going to have to come up with a plan for the storage barn, which I'm going to have all of my amazing food stored in. We're going to be cranking out food. Yeah, see, we got an issue here where we're low on food. But one of the things you can do is you could go after these guys. I'll be honest, don't remember how to do it. Oh, you adjust the slider. Like if I bring it down to 8, then I'm going to take one out. It says 8 of 7. When it goes down to 7 of 7, oh, see there it is. Now I'm going to bring it back up. So now we got a little bit of food We got some burgers over here. Looks like they took 2. That was really bright. Down to 6. So that's going to keep them busy for a while. A very short while, obviously. Looks like the fish are coming in. Got a lot of extra laborers, so I'm going to give them work to do. So now, like I said, got to build houses and food. Got to be super focused on that. Rock is always in short supply, so I'm going to pick this up. Okay, so again, there is no food. We got a shortage. What it means is that these houses do not have food in their inventory. They do have firewood, but firewood has low nutritional value. I might have to, I don't want to clear out cattle. We got to do something. Population's going to go down. We just lost 3 dudes. I mean, I did everything right. I didn't do anything extraneous. I'm going to get rid of one of the builders and put it in for fishing. Obviously, once the crops, the harvest comes in, we're going to catch up with the food. And because people are croaking, guess what's going to happen? Going to have an oversupply of food. I don't have anybody extra to do any work, so they're all focusing on food right now. And here comes all the food. They're starting to harvest. Got a child that became an adult. There's only 4 children. If the 4 children are, if you have sufficient birthing persons, then you'll have no problem continuing your population. They actually live a long time. You know, it's only the 2nd year, and they live for a long time. I don't know if it's 40 years or 70 years or what, but we got a long way to go. They're going to live a long time before old age comes in. Although some of them are older. Looks like 25 was the oldest age I saw. 20. So I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay, so it looks like we got some good news. We had 5 people born while I was gone. We are going to need houses at some point. You know, we got 5 to 10 years. I don't know if a human goes up 2 years every game year. I'm not sure, but I've got a certain amount of time to build housing for them. The food supply is diminishing. There's 3 extra cattle now. There was 2 before I took my break. So I am going to build a house. Got to come up with a plan for the farming. One issue is you don't want the farm to be too far from the warehouse. It's just going to make it take longer for them to collect the food. So I built a new house. You can see that Dwig, the guy who built the house, he actually lives in that house. You know, my father built the house. My father and my grandfather built the house. I've got photographs of the construction. They did it during the 1970s. I kind of remember them doing it. I remember my father talking about how they were working on the house. You know, I just realized they actually did a smart thing. They didn't make a 2-story house. They made a 1-story house, a farmhouse. And now I understand that it's easier for 2 people to build if they don't have to build a 2nd floor. And my father told me that they hired somebody to do the basement. Got a big supply of something over here. Logs. A lot of logs. So you see that the food is on low supply. We're in the early summer. We should be bringing, it looks like we're going to bring in quite a bit of food here. Okay, so now the mistake that I've been making is I always want to grow, right? You want to expand your property. But for some reason the game is slowing down. You want to expand your property. You want to go get all those resources out there. But it will destroy your civilization. And they build a stockpile over here. That might be too big, because, you know, I'm going to have to build farmland. Now, keep in mind, I don't have, I don't like this up here. I don't have extra people. The easiest thing to do is to build farmland. But I don't have farmers to farm it, so why build it? Okay, so we got 17 people in the pot, as they say, with 6 kids. Things are coming along. They apparently do not have firewood up in this. So I'm going to have to build a firewood dude. But you know what? Guess what's going to happen? He's going to chop up all the wood. He's going to use it as firewood. And be out of wood. And then it's going to go back to the same problem. So if I start making firewood now, it doesn't really solve the problem in the long term. We've got a supply of over 1,000 food, which was kind of similar to what I got last cycle, and they ate all the food. So whatever they did just wasn't enough. Okay, so I'm going to need a plan to continue supplying food. You might wonder, is it a good idea to have extra farms that cannot be harvested? The answer is yes. It's better to have farms where you plant food and you don't harvest everything than to not have the food and then you don't harvest enough. And you're going to say, well, you know, everybody's going to be busy doing stuff. You can literally take all the herdsmen out and the fishermen for a short period of time to help plant and then put them back. And it won't have a long-term impact. And then they'll grow the food, and then you can do the same thing when you harvest. You pull them out and get them doing real work. For early winter, the food's only going to last so long. So I'm going to have to go another year without a food supply. Hey, what's that person doing? That person croak? Just wandering around. What are these people doing? Yeah, they're all gone now. They all froze. Okay, so that method doesn't work. I didn't have firewood and they all died. I guess that's the way it is. You cannot survive without firewood. I now have a population of 0. So I'm going to have to do a forester and a wood chopper in the next version. Really had a lot of faith in that game. I did want to change the mods. You can see I'm definitely an expert in the game. What do we got here? So you start, you go over here, and you go boom, 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 boom. I hope we got cattle. Is there like a barber town somewhere? Okay, first thing I'm going to do, remove resources. And build the stockpile. We got cattle, so I'm going to do something for the cattle. We're going to have to wait until the resources are removed. Obviously, there's going to be a fisher dude over here. We need food as quickly as possible, so I'm going to put him over here. I'm thinking ranch is going to be up here in the north. I'm going to focus on clearing out going this way. I'm just going to build the ranch over here. The ranch and obviously all farming. It's easy to just change it later. The pasture. And I'm going to do the priority. Build the road, they can hustle. Looks like the storage actually filled up. Might as well build more. The stockpile. You know what? I need a farm. I need farm fresh goods. So I'm going to farm down a farm. That was good. Okay, so the issue we had with the last game was that they all froze. It could be because of the firewood, and it could be because of the clothing that they were in. And not only that, they seemed to all run to a house that was far away for some reason. I don't know why they did that. So normally I do a really good job laying everything out. You're not going to see that right now. I'm going to just put a wood chopper right here. And then I'm going to put the forester here. This is going to allow them to keep the wood going. I'm seeing another farm right here. And then I'm going to build an orchard for fruit. You know, everybody loves fruit. We'll do a herd and the fishing. I'm going to do 2 fishing. They could still potentially plant on the field and get a harvest. I'm strongly considering writing a video game that's similar to this. An internet-based game. My idea is to have way larger maps and 2 other features. And because it would be an online game, I'd be able to do bug fixes all the time, add features all the time. Why don't you guys so we're not I'm going to make it again so that it has a lot of food before I start branching out. I just want to start stockpiling food. I believe that I am reaching my limit. Maybe what I'll do is I'll add one farm per year, or one orchard per year, or, you know, ranch is a little bit different because the ranches don't grow as fast. Gonna have to work on houses. So I see this as being the road. This is going to be the way. There it is. Look at that, we got two different types of fruits. Pecan, which is one of my favorite fruits. Maybe I'll just I do want it to be maximum size. Don't have any food. So there's definitely a food issue. He's going to constantly be producing the wood. We're going to be fine with the wood. We'll be chopping up a dream. Okay, focus on food. What do we got here? Pecan. Pecan pie. Okay, so now there's obviously enough food that will be produced in the next year. I'm going to work on continuing to collect resources. Going to need some more stockpiles, so. Those are gone. Not a lot of laborers walking around. So over here you have a situation where it's tapping out on the logs. Definitely going to increase this. I've never liked using taps. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to lift my arm. Got some people that need food. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of one of these cattle. There it goes. Okay, so that'll bring some emergency food in. It's not going to be enough. But luckily, we are coming into the spring. And that food went immediately. Getting a second frost, and once it's gone, oh, that's not good. Yeah, they're all going to go now. So the way it is right now is everyone is working on food, and it's just not good enough. The farmers are not going to harvest food fast enough. Okay, I'm going to bring in some more cattle. It won't be enough. I don't want to get rid of all of my cattle. So one of the situations is that this is a big family. That's good. You want it to be like this way. But then you're going to end up with one person per house when you have a dying population. And there's one empty house. Losing people here. I think the best thing to do is just bring this down. So take another one out. They will grow. You know, it's logarithmic, so you might get one, and then a few years later you'll get two, and a few years later you'll get three. See, like right now it's already up to 7. It was down to 5. I guess that, you see you got these 2 little babies. Oh, the babies count in the 7. Good job, ladies. I do seem to recall you do have to have at least 2 in order to get the population going. If you have only 1, it won't work. Okay, so we stopped the disaster, and there's no food. I do have firewood. Everyone's got to be working on food. Okay, so this is going to be harvested. That's good. Having different types of food is a good idea because they will be planted at different times of the year, and they will be harvested at different times of the year, which means that the same farmers can work on more than one farm. Plant on one, plant on the other. Harvest one, harvest the other. And with the orchards, I believe it takes a couple years before you can start harvesting. You don't have to regrow the trees every year. Getting into late summer, don't have any food. You see how the pumpkins, he began harvesting them, you know, a bit ago, and he hasn't even done half of it. And as soon as it goes into the storage barn, people are eating it. Okay, so we haven't gotten to the point yet where there's an oversupply. We're still in a situation where there's a food shortage. And remember how I said earlier, it's better to have extra farms than too few? Look at this, it's not even winter yet. They harvested everything. I could have had them harvesting more food. So I'm going to put something over here. Be nice and tasty. I'm going to increase the fishermen. Bring the laborers down to 0. So I am at 14 people and 8 kids. It is slowly going up. It's funny because the last game where I had expanded quite a bit, I had only expanded like another town in each direction. And I had plenty of food. I don't know what happened. They all just suddenly gave up. They lost their will. The game will alert you if you have a shortage, for example, with farm. So I have 0 laborers. They're all focused on food. Everyone is focused on food production, except for the wood chopper. Now you'll notice that he reached a maximum. Then guess what happens? He stopped working. We don't want that. We're going to increase the limit so that if he finishes it, if he maxes it out, we can take him off of that, and we could put him on food duty. Yeah, there's no food storage. These might be ready to harvest. I am strongly considering building another farm. And maybe I'll just do like the hunter over here. I will collect. stone and iron in this area. That's probably enough for him to get some food out of it. And you see there's trees growing everywhere because the forester is planting. So the hunter's going to bring in some food too, and it's going to help because he will be able to do it year-round. And there, you know, when you have the regular farming, there's a risk that they put all that work in and they don't get anything out of it. Obviously, you want to get more variety with your food. You can go to a trading post, and you know it's fun to do, and it takes a long time. It does take a long time to get all the food. However, if you are having problems getting through the survival phase, then don't worry about the variety of food. You know, worry about it later. The same with the animals. It's up to 10. We've had it as low as 5. What that means is I'm going to have to build another cattle ranch. So I'm going to remove the iron over here. And the stone. I obviously did that in reverse. Now I have food. I got 1,100 pepper, 210 pumpkin, and 12 fish. See, it's 30% full. That means I'm going to have to build another storage space. And I think it makes sense to build it right here, simply from a space availability perspective. Fits in. Got up to 17, so we got a few more people coming along. Gonna have to put a builder. Wintertime is a great time to do it. Looks like they cleared all, I don't know if they cleared all the food out or not. Pumpkin went up to 400. So, the builder is going to start building the hunting cabin, additional storage area. Probably going to take a break soon. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and oh look, it shows the temperature. And